6.5 degrees on the 6th of the 7th, 2021. And we're about to drive to Ashton-under-Lyne en route to Mother's house. So welcome if you just joined us. Don't forget lots of playlists of these driving videos, so subscribe, click the notification bell thing, and you can join in live when we're live. I can't read chats though, so don't bother writing chats unless someone else is here, in which case you can chat amongst yourselves. Currently in Wigan, heading towards Beach Hill. Just gone under the railway line, about to go over the River Duggy, which may well be a little bit higher than recently. You'll have to look very quickly to your left at this green bridge, due to the rain we had recently. But no, it's not really that much higher, to be fair. Then over the canal. Dangerous lights. Number 1 this time round. Then we go up to Beach Hill. It's all moderately exciting. There's someone slowing us down ahead, I don't know what it is. It's meant to be pouring down with rain all day today, and it's actually been quite nice. Although I think it did rain a considerable amount overnight a little bit when I was in bed. I didn't bother getting up to investigate though, because I've seen rain before. Plus I thought it might be a vampire trying to get in, which I've not seen before, but I have seen Lost Boys, so. Interesting to see how the traffic is today as well. So traffic recently has been all over the place. I think a lot of colleges are finished, but schools are still in. And now they're on about people going back to work at the offices, which I think a lot of people will not do, because they won't want to go on public transport with no masks. Maybe what they should do is say, right, you still have to wear, by law, face masks on public transport until people get used to being on public transport again, and then you can say, right, it's optional in a few weeks' time. Anyway, I digress. This is not a political broadcast, although I do political broadcasts. Again, playlists. Up to the speed camera. Got through the second dangerous traffic lights behind before. We're now heading towards Cherry Gardens, over the main railway line. Scotland, London. Scotland to the left, London to the right. Both very, very, very many miles. Some nice clouds today. There's a few dark ones in there, so we might experience the odd shower on the way. So through the roundabout. Traffic. could have done is turn right at the roundabout. Like I said, we are moving. Suddenly we're flying. Well, not literally, we're in a car, we haven't got to flying car stage yet. Or have we? Well, no, we haven't, obviously. Couldn't argue with that bird, because I have no idea what it said. So we're nearly at the Cherry Gardens. Baxter's Grab and Tipper hire. Grab a tipper. Yeah, obviously the mini isn't going to do anything to help anyone. Oh, another mini. 8 minutes. An absolute arsehole, this guy is. He's not going anywhere, so we'll just block the road for everyone else while he's eating his pasty or whatever the hell he's eating. Finally, we're away. That was a nightmare. Right then, so we're now heading towards the hospital. And then we'll head down towards Tesco traffic lights. Goes the hospital, coming down to Pier Alarms, and then we will head down over the River Duggy again to Tesco traffic lights, turn left, and away we go. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to go to Sainsbury's in Ashton-under-Lyne, which is where Marks and Spencer's was if you watched us last time, and do some gluten-free shopping for Mother before I go to Mother's, and then I'm going to drive from there to Mother's. So this will end as we go into the car park, so you have been forewarned. Anyway, we're now heading down Thill. This is the River Duggy, so we're going over the River Duggy and the footpaths and whatnots. We're now in Wigan town centre. Traffic lights, thankfully, we're making a bit of time up here. Traffic lights are quite unoccupied at the moment, which is good. Car is not sounding well at all, which is bad. 4G electrical services. That's a good thing or a bad thing, 4G electric. Yeah, very posh then, didn't I? Everything's rattling around in the car as well at the minute. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we're going to go up past Posh Mackey's, which will be on the right. Then we've got a choice whether going straight on or going left. What time is it? I think we'll go left. Go straight on, traffic's always pretty bad. Right, so we get to go. Yeah, straight on traffic's good old a bit. There's a guy asleep there on the grass. That's nice. How's he doing? Oh, that a bit complicated. I flashed him to let him out. Well, we weren't going anywhere because the traffic lights ahead are on red. And the blob is the Royal Family shoe shop. Yes, I know it's an old joke, but I will still keep using it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, blah blah blah. Oh, I think Toff's already done the speech. If you don't know what that's about, have a look at the chat. Just scroll up a little bit. Quite a bit of traffic coming the other way. I wonder if the traffic lights are still here that were here recently when I did a drive. Although I deleted that drive. Did a pre-record drive, but I deleted it. Oh no, I did the one in the rain, didn't I? Yeah, I think they were still there then. Past the speaker on the hill, mini Tesco, and then up the hill again towards the Collier's Arms. been nice to that driver today. Also, traffic lights have gone. Temporary ones, obviously there's traffic lights there. I'm not that very good. A bit of rain on the windscreen as well. Smoke behind me tries to overtake me to turn right. Never going to happen. So we're coming up to the Crown Hotel, which has got the weirdest beer garden ever with people sat in it. To be fair, if I went to a pub I'd still be sitting outside. Unless it were raining, then I wouldn't go to a pub. So, over the canal. I don't go to pubs anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. And then we've got the Collier's Arms, which I've not seen open since, but I don't know whether it opens on a Tuesday, because I only really go past on a Tuesday. Into Aspel now. Dangerous corners. Dangerous corner 1. Dangerous corner 2. More dangerous. The playing fields. Bit of football practice going on down the bottom end. Not a lot. Then we follow the signs to Horwich. We're stopping here. No idea why we stopped there. Plenty of room. So that was Aspel, moderately eventful. We're now heading towards Blackrod. Some people, I think, sat in this pub garden as well on the left. Yeah, quite a few people actually. So they're having a bit of a laugh as well. Well, that's allowed. If they're allowed to have laughs yet, aren't we? To remain stern until July the 19th, at which point we can have a laugh. Car definitely sounds like a tank. Or a tractor. Or a diesel at the very least. Now in Blackrod. I'm doing 30 and a 30. There was nothing behind me when I went past that pub at all, nothing in sight, and that was an Audi right up my arse. There's no point rushing because you're going to hit a lot of traffic here anyway at the junction. So, absolutely no point getting all excited and aerated. it's a garage door place. Chamberlain Doors. Audi drivers. Can't live with them. Definitely can live without them. So we've got Black Rod ambulance station. We're moving quite well along here, which is good. See, we're at the Poacher. No one in the pub garden at the Poacher. Oh yeah, there's one person. Open the windows, which is good for ventilation. Get plenty of carbon monoxide from all these vehicles stood outside. So we're now heading towards M61 along the A6, which if we're going sometimes normal route will take us through Walkden, then bring us out New Swinton via Agecroft, etc, etc, etc. Actually, I think it takes us directly to Swinton and then we go, yeah, then we go through Agecroft. We're not doing that, we're just going on motorways today because we're running later now and traffic's a little bit more. We don't have the luxury of time to faff around going on nice drives through town centres. A bit more rain appearing on the windscreen. The Audi's gone behind me. It was behind me, no it's not. Maybe it turned left at the traffic lights. Just too busy watching the car in front. Definitely looks a lot cloudier around here. To the roundabout, we start doing 40 miles an hour. We do hit some rain. I was predicting we might hit a few showers on the way around. We'll definitely hit one now. As though I've got my new Bosch windscreen wipers, which do not make an horrendous noise. Governor. travelling over the M61, which doesn't look too busy. Here comes the rain. The lights on. This rain is, it's not the worst rain ever, but it's certainly considerably worse than I'd anticipated it being. And now it stopped. Currently doing 60. Back up to 70, back in the rain again as well. So definitely showers. Temperature's gone down as well, it's now 14 degrees. We're in the middle of looking at the weather, a low pressure which is above us, and therefore there's lots of different, what do you call them? The lines that come off them, with the triangles and whatnot. This is why I don't read the weather for a living. Anyway, we're coming up to bus shelter fronts, weather fronts. So there's a lot of weather fronts around, that's what I meant. Anyway, bus shelter on the bridge, and again it's occupied. I wonder if it's the same people every Tuesday when we go past. We're sat there waiting for a bus having finished something. And they're, you know, trying to get on, or starting something whenever they get, wherever it is they get with the bus. So we're getting to see them on a regular basis now. Right, so we're now coming to the M60 junction. There's no flashing matrix or anything, so that is a good sign. The left-hand lane is about to disappear. There's lots of cars around me on both sides. It's just been overtaken by two grey cars. I don't get grey cars, but like I said, I've painted my house grey and white, so kind of makes sense that I don't get it. And this guy's going to try and pull out in front of us, isn't he? No, it goes round. Fair play. Let him off. I'll overtake the pirate van. Skull and crossbones on it. Guy driving it's even got a beard and a bandana on. Right, so we'll go through the Ridge Racer tunnels. Ridge Racer. So coming on to the M60 now. Thankfully the right hand lane, which takes you anti-clockwise, is the only one with the matrix on. We don't have the matrix, so we're okay. Carry on as normal. Oh, we have got matrix. But not yet. And just about makes it. It's across the into the chevrons. So it's 50. Queue ahead, everyone braking. Doing 45 now. So 40 mile an hour, we're doing 20. So there's definitely an issue ahead. Bless you. An issue. All fall down. So if you look on a map, the M60 is in the northwest of England, and it basically is a ring road around Manchester. It's basically Greater Manchester, or a lot of Greater Manchester. and it's 33 miles long. I know that. No, 30 miles long because I've driven it for another video that I did last year or the year before. It's lovely. So yeah, this is like a freeway now in Los Angeles where we're not moving. By the way, it didn't give us any warning, the Matrixes, at all. It's a bit vexing. Well, there's a little bit crossed by that. That's one really there. What? The problem we've got is our lane is being fed by these cars coming down the slip road. It's not the cars coming down the slip road's fault, that's just the way it works. But that means our lane will be going slower until at least we get past the slip road. I thought I could hear a siren then, it was just the engine of the lorry next to me, the articulated lorry. And this other articulated lorry, it's another reason why I'm not changing lanes. I don't fancy taking on an articulated lorry. Even though we're not getting anywhere at the minute. No, hang on, we've got a chance here. Someone was a bit slow then. Took advantage of the situation. Right, I'm not leaving this lane because I need to get back into either the left lane or this lane to come off this motorway within a fairly short period of time. In fact, this is the worst I've seen it for a while. It's usually worse going up the hill. We're still going down the hill at the minute. Or at the junction where the roundabout is, to basically follow, because this part, the M60 itself is a ring road, but there's one bit that isn't quite right on it, and that's the bit that we come off at, where you actually have to come off the motorway, stop at some traffic lights, another set of traffic lights, and another set of traffic lights, but it's basically on a roundabout, and then you're back on the M60 again. When you come in the other way, it's not as bad, because when you come in anti-clockwise, it's just like a filter slip road that you just whiz around the corner at 50 mile an hour and you don't have to brake for anything. But when you go in this way, you have to go round the roundabout, again clockwise, and it does take a little bit longer. And they're on about spending £300 million to build a flyover from this motorway, which will then loop round and join the M60 at the other side of the roundabout. And I'm like, the delay isn't that great. It's not worth spending £300 million. If it was like £1 million, then yeah, go on then, fair dues. But £300 million just to save yourselves 5 minutes? Nah. You can tell though, the rain is belting down now. It's almost biblical. Okay, I'm over-egging it a little bit. C17 once said, "Let it rain, let it rain." Probably, I don't know. Am I on? I'm not on, yeah. So we're now doing 10 mile an hour. Shop online at waitrose.com. As predicted, the left lane now is going a little bit faster than was. I mean, we're all pretty much doing the same speed, all 4 lanes, but you've just joined us, trying to break America. So if you're in America, get your friends and everyone to subscribe. Do a lot more drives than this. This is just the standard weekly drive at the moment, but the weekends I can drive from one end of the country to the other, and I'll live stream at least part of that, so you get to see other parts of the country. But there's loads of playlists and everything with loads of driving videos on it, including one of my favourite drives I've done for a while, which wasn't even live, and it was 2 country lanes in Yorkshire, and oh my god, they were like a roller coaster. And this car is not designed for that kind of road, which made it even more fun. So yeah, right, so the Vauxhall is throwing in the towel and pulling in behind the articulated lorry, which I would not try and do unless I had to, because I want to see what's in front, and you can see a little bit more when there's a car in front of you than you can when there's an articulated lorry in front of you, or a semi if you're American. Obviously I can do all the American stuff. Yeah, we're here on the freeway and we are stuck in traffic. We've got semis all around us and other vehicles as well everywhere. So I'm stuck in my vehicle and we are travelling at oh, you do miles in America, don't they? Yeah, we're doing 5 miles an hour. It's fantastic. There you go. We've got the disco lights on now over the bridge. To the naked eye, they are not flashing. So don't worry. But if you do suffer from photosensitivity, maybe look away from the camera for a few seconds. Well, not the camera, because you're not looking at the camera. If you are, that's weird. Look away from the screen for a few seconds. And just be thankful it's not nighttime. Daytime, nighttime. What are you doing? Employing daytime, nighttime. Now the thing is, I don't know whether this is, because this used to be what we're on now, the M62, before they made the M60, which is why there's that weird thing with the roundabout. This carries on straight as the M60. But I'm not sure whether the delay is going to be on the M60 or whether it's on the roundabout for the M61. And if it's on the roundabout for the M61, basically we're screwed. Unless I can find a way into the left-hand lane and come off at the next junction. The only problem with that is everyone else will be thinking the same thing. So, yeah, confusion reigns. Here on the freeway, in the United Kingdom. That wasn't a very American accent, was it? It's a good channel for expats, this as well, because I review English food like weird flavoured, genuine McVitie's, Jaffa cakes, which are like blackcurrant flavour and stuff like that, which is weird. Right, we seem to be, whatever it was, seems to have cleared now. It says 50 ahead, but I don't know what to do here. Just stay on the motorway, or oh, the car behind me was trying to, I'm gonna nip in here. I know I said I wasn't gonna. Oh, it's all right. The lorry's going anyway, so that's fine. See what I can see ahead, which at the moment is not a great deal, I'll be honest with you. Is it coming back again? No. Right, still saying, still got the matrix going on there, so I'm going to come off the motorway here, the freeway, like these mad drivers are who come from the third lane. We're says congestion, stay in lane, so they cut across 3 lanes. And then I'm going to drive round the roundabout, and I might end up driving back on again this motorway, but I can see from the roundabout what the traffic lights further down the motorway. And if it's bobbins, which is French for rubbish, then we can stay off the motorway. But if it's alright, we can go on the motorway. That makes sense. Does anything make sense anymore? Nobody knows. Right, I think I've slightly changed lanes there, but never mind, the Audi didn't mind too much. I'll let the Audi in, if it wants to come in. So we go over here, and we have a look over the edge, and yep, standing traffic again on the motorway. And it seems to be the slip road that's causing the problem. So, we're now going to drive, we're now in Bury, spelt Bury, as in bury it round. So we're now going to go down here and then cut across and then rejoin the M60, basically cutting out the corner. So think of this as like if it's a Pac-Man, just doing the mouth a bit, and then coming back on again, hopefully. I don't know where all the cars are going at the minute. It seems to be swapping lanes left, right, centre. In this trip. What do you want from me? Why do you hide from me? Why do you run from me? Where do you go? Right, M&S food hall. That would have been handy, but I was thinking I'll be getting there anytime soon. We're probably at the same speed we will be if we were on the motorway, I'll be honest. No idea where I am. Seem to have found a very busy road of Richard signs. I thought they'd gone bush years ago. Prestwich. I thought we were in Prestwich. Yeah, Prestwich Methodist Church. I thought this was a good idea. I'm now doubting the goodness of this idea. So a magpie there on the fence. Can't make a decision, so it's sat on the fence. One for sorrow, two for joy. Oh dear, only one as well. Three for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold. So for a secret never to be told. Right, there's a big set of traffic lights down here at some point with the 1930s buildings on the right, which you won't see because of the blob, and we can turn left here. That way we don't lose too much time. Do we have to give way to the white van? No, we don't, because it's not coming around. And then we just follow this road round, and in theory it takes us back to the M60. And because we're on the inside of the M60, I'll have to go over the M60, which means I can view what the M60 is like once I get there. I think this brings us out near Heaton Park. I remember rightly, because we used to get, when I first started doing these, we get sent off at Heaton Park because we were doing roadworks at night. We'd end up driving this way, the opposite way to the way we're currently driving, which is this way, which is the opposite way to where we used to normally drive this. So it's unusual for me to do it this way around. At least, at least that's the plan. We like plans. Plans are good. Nazareth House. You can see it up, there's a cute dog hanging out of a car window. Just coming into view now to the right of the blue car. Disappeared in the blob. It's very nice. So once these lights change, I think it's a straight run down to the next set of lights, then we follow it left. That brings us at the Sainsbury's roundabout at Eaton Park, which is where we normally go under. Like I say, we're going the, yeah, I know what I mean. Just nod and agree. Some very big houses here. It is quite posh. Yeah, this is taking us down to those lights, and we'll filter left. And I saw this next to us then is Heaton Park. Because I know Heaton Park is massive. What does it say? Yeah, Heaton Park sign there. Went to Heaton Park for something once. I have absolutely no idea what the something was. It wasn't a gig or anything. Just went to Heaton Park for a reason. But it was 30 years ago. I'm not going to remember that. I barely remember what I had for my tea last night. I'm sure it was meat potato pie. I had to think about it. Wet jogger. So need to get in the right hand lane because we're going to go right onto the motorway, throwing the roundabout. So going past some school, didn't see what it was. We're going past the shopping centre thing. No, it's not. That's some road of some kind. So next up is the shopping centre thing, and then the roundabout, and then we're back on the M60. In Thierry-on-Rhine. Right, I'm going to go into the third. No one else has got. Oh no, there's a blue van behind me coming to the third lane as well. So I do feel now that this third lane actually has a thing, and it doesn't just disappear as soon as we get past this second set of lights. Because if it does, I could know. I can see the roundabout ahead. We're all right. Don't panic. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. Stop panicking. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. I'm not. Well, maybe a little bit. Oh, it does disappear. Oh, that's annoying. So the blue van let me down, British gas van, man. British van man gas. It's 3 lanes here, so why have they kept it 3 lanes all the way? Maybe they're just like causing congestion. Anyway, talking of which, have we escaped the congestion? Yes, I can see the motorway from here and it's pretty clear. But it wasn't until I completely splashed my car with a puddle. This is not a way I normally come onto the M60, I'll be honest with you. So this is the bit where I say there's loads of cars I was coming on here when I'm on the M60. So that's good, we're moving, which is even better. It's very soggy. Got a Toyota right where I don't want it to be. Right, I need to get out of this lane at some point in the near future. The only way to do that, because it's so busy behind me, is to do that. Then we've cleared all the cars. Gone. And the road's pretty dry as well. It's not bone dry, but it's pretty dry. So we're going past this Honda, Toyota even. And now we're in the right lane for where we want to be, which is the middle lane, because the left lane very shortly will turn into a slip road. I'm sure I did dealings with an orange Mini before. That's the same one. If it is, we've actually beat the traffic. Here we go, this is now a slip road. And now the road here is bone dry. That's insane, isn't it? minutes ago, the windscreen wipers on full, and now the road's not even wet. Down under here, come up the other side, goes back to 3 lanes, then after the next junction goes back up to 4 lanes, which is where we were when we left the motorway earlier. I was going to go in that lane, but I won't bother now. She's gone back across, so that's alright. And 2's going the other way. Some bobbies. Right, the road here is a bit damp. Nothing to get concerned about. The left lane will become the slip road for Ashton-under-Lyne, which is where we're getting off at. Drizzle again, or light rain as we like to call it. So we're heading up now to traffic lights. We should see the church with a hole in it. I was wondering how they were going to do that. Just kind of get a sixth sense of these kind of things, but it was far enough anyway, not for me to get really angry about. Oh, tram! Single tram. More police going the other way. Break into the last possible minute we get through, which is good. I'm going to take it a slightly different route. There's that Mini again. It won't get away from us. As you can see, the church. But instead of going straight on here. We're going to go left. That'll take us to Sainsbury's. This is a local road for local traffic. Technically, I'm local. Whoa, the Audi I was with has just cut across the right-hand lane and across another lane to go right round the roundabout. Just got the church on it. Here. And we go to the lights here, which takes us onto the bypass where crappy KFC is. Will take us to Sainsbury's, which is for this part of the journey, journey's end. I don't know this area well enough to know whether or not that car is stopping, come towards us, which it has. Therefore we can go around here. There's IKEA, and to our left is Sainsbury's, which, like I said, is our journey's end. So I'd like to thank you for your input. I noticed there was quite a bit of chat going on. Sadly, obviously, because I'm driving a car, it's impossible for me to read it, but it is appreciated, and hopefully you kept each other entertained whilst I was doing the driving. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, and I will see you again next time. Until then, bye!